There's a really great quote from the Gospel of Thomas, and it goes, "If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you." And I was reflected on this quote in the context of trauma, the painful experiences, the traumatic stuff that we hold within us that creates all the suffering, even as we move past that event. On the other hand, if we do the gentle nurturing process of healing the trauma, the pain eventually becomes medicine. Maybe there's gifts that we have, or we can support other people through our trauma. However, in the context of our expression, I was in this call today, our creative freedom call with George and the community I've tagged in below. And someone was sharing that anxiety arises when they are faced with sharing themselves online, where they want to share the truest expression of themselves online. And I recognize this too, less so about sharing online. I feel like I've got into a bit of a groove over the past few years. However, when it comes to expressing deep parts of myself or the truth of who I am, the deepest version of who I am, I still notice second guessing. I still notice doubt arise. Still notice some fear and tension arise. And we can reflect on this in the context of our own lives. How many times do we want to express ourselves, share something about ourselves, say something that maybe is a little bit out of the ordinary? How many times do we not hit send on the email? We don't send a text, or we don't approach the person who we like for fear of rejection or what they might think. There is something within us that wants to be expressed, that wants to be shared. We have a unique divine seed that is our gift to the world, every single one of us. And according to this quote, at least my interpretation of it, it says that if we do not bring forth what is within us, what we don't bring forth is going to destroy us. And how much anxiety is created, how much inner conflict, how much tension, tightness, stress is created, maybe on a subtle level, when we don't express this truest version of ourselves. But I think to bridge the gap from where you are now to get to this point where we can express ourselves fully, we really have to get under the layers, the stories, the narratives, the patterns of thought and behavior that really restrict the flow and expression of who we are. And I think this is where the work lies. Less about trying to force our expression out, more about letting go and unlearning and shedding the layers that we've accumulated that really inhibit the flow that wants to emerge through us. I think this is where, um, if you are interested, I can support. I've worked on this on myself and have come up with a few tools and techniques that really can support you to shift the relationship to thoughts, feelings, and emotions so they don't dictate how you behave, but you then have more authority and agency as to how you want to express yourself like the person you are meant to. Love to hear from you. Peace.